Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about Xbox Series X a little bit. So there's quite a lot of people asking questions like what's the point of Xbox? What's the point of owning an Xbox Series X, for example? Because all Xbox games are available on PC, a lot of Xbox games are available on PlayStation 5 and many games will be available on Switch 2 as well. And obviously I do agree with all these arguments, right? I mean, all these games are available there. But that doesn't mean that there's no reason to own an Xbox. There's actually many reasons to own an Xbox, and I will talk about them today. So first off, I would like to talk about games first. I mean, buying an Xbox, buying any console, obviously, the reason for that is to play games, and Xbox has a lot of games. I mean, Xbox have been laughed at for many years because apparently it had no games. Obviously that was not true back then, it's not true right now either, and you know, just some narratives that, you know, haters had back then. But right now Xbox is really firing on all cylinders when it comes to first party content. I would even argue that PlayStation don't have games. Obviously I'm just laughing, but that's not really the case. But when it comes to first party content, like Xbox is going to have like 6 or 8 games this year, where PlayStation 5 only 2 first party games. And obviously people don't play only first party games, so obviously I'm not going to say that PlayStation don't have games at all, but when it comes to that content, high quality content, yeah, there's going to be a lot of it on Xbox. You know, games like which we just had Avowed, South of Midnight is coming soon, Ninja Gaiden 4, although that's not first party, I agree, but I'll talk about it in a minute. New Doom and a couple of other games. There's rumors about, there's rumors about Gears of War, or New Gears, Fable. So yeah, there's a lot of games that is coming to Xbox this year. Probably some of these games I just mentioned may get delayed, something that happens a lot, but still there's a lot of these games coming to Xbox. That's first party stuff. What about third party? I mean, third party support for Xbox is getting better and better, especially when it comes to Japanese studios. A lot of Japanese studios used to skip Xbox for many reasons. But right now that's different. Like more and more games, Japanese games is coming to Xbox. A lot of older titles, a lot of new titles, new Final Fantasy games apparently are coming to Xbox. Apparently Final Fantasy 16 is supposed to release this year, so that's going to be you know, something to wait for, that's for sure. So third party support in general for Xbox is getting better. So that also shows that all these rumors, narratives saying that Xbox is dying are just not true, right? Xbox is actually doing quite all right in my opinion. And you know, when it comes to games, from gamer perspective, well, that's a great platform to have because there's a lot of games, and these games are available on Xbox Game Pass. So that's another reason to own an Xbox, because you're not going to get an Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation 5 or Switch 2, right? And Game Pass is one of the main reasons, I would even say, to own an Xbox. Obviously, you know, you can say the same thing about PC, I guess, but when it comes to console gaming, because not everyone is into PC gaming, and I get it, right? Some people just prefer to enjoy, you know, stable experience on console, which may not always be the best, but stable, that's for sure. No, they don't have to worry about, you know, the PC stuff, and I get it. But generally speaking, when it comes to consoles, Xbox Game Pass is the Xbox is the only console to, you know, have that available, right? And there's a lot of games, first-party games, all day one on Game Pass. There's a lot of third-party stuff, day one on Game Pass. There's a lot of third-party stuff, you know, few months after their release on Game Pass as well. So that's, you know, that's a pretty, you know, big reason to own an Xbox, in my opinion, right? And this year is going to be great for Game Pass. Probably the best year ever for Game Pass, that's for sure. It might be one of the best years for Xbox in general when it comes to content in general. But yeah, Game Pass is a big reason to own an Xbox, that's for sure. Another reason to own an Xbox, in my opinion, is the whole Xbox PC ecosystem. The fact that some games, when you buy them on Xbox, then you can play them without any extra pay, any extra charge on PC, and vice versa. There's games that you can buy on PC and then play them on Xbox, no problem. I'm talking about Play Anywhere titles, obviously, and there's more and more games like that. Xbox has been really trying their best to actually convince more and more publishers to actually allow them to make their games play anywhere. So, you know, looking forward for more in the future. So that's one big thing, you know, saves work between the titles and that kind of stuff on Xbox and PC. Obviously, you can play the same games later on xCloud via game streaming and that kind of stuff. So that all works. But there's also features, right? So that's another reason to own Xbox. Features, different features like Quick Resume, for example. Controller, I mean, I guess when it comes to controller, it's a matter of getting used to it. You know, I can imagine that people that have been on PlayStation, they will say probably that PlayStation controller is better. So I guess it's just a matter of, you know, of getting used to it. So, you know, everyone is different. But you know, a lot of people have friends on Xbox. So, you know, although I guess in right now when crossplay is and cross save even, sometimes that doesn't really matter that much, because you can play a lot of these big titles on with your friends on different platforms a lot of times, not always, but still. So yeah, these are main reasons to own Xbox. I could probably find some more, but I don't really want to make that video too long. And you know, also maybe last one thing when it comes to games, like first-party games, there's still a lot of games that are not available on other platforms, other consoles, but even PC, right? Not all Xbox games are on PC still, especially older titles. But even new titles like Avowed it's not on PlayStation 5. Stalker 2, it's not on PlayStation 5, even though it's not even first-party game, believe it or not. But it has been funded by Microsoft. Starfield, still not on PlayStation 5. Forza Motorsport, South of Midnight, not on PlayStation 5. And there's many other titles that are still not on PlayStation 5. Indiana Jones, still not on PlayStation 5. Yes, it's coming to PlayStation 5, we know that already, but still, you have to wait for it. And on top of that, you have to pay full price. While on Xbox, you've got Game Pass, you can play it for, well, fraction of that of full price, really. And even if you were to subscribe only for these individual titles once for a while, that's still a better deal than pay like a full price for every single title, right? So listen, at the end of the day, everyone is different. These are my main points for owning an Xbox, I guess. Everyone has, you know, has different opinion, I guess. But you know, all that talk about what's the point of having an Xbox, owning an Xbox, they are fruitless in my opinion. I don't know, I don't even know if that's like a proper English word. We do have a similar word in Polish. It sounds different, but yeah, I might have just come up with some stuff. Forgive me for that. But anyway, listen, yeah, I just, every single time I hear that, like, there's no reason to own an Xbox right now, I just laugh. Because, like, really, you know, a lot of people could say the same thing about PlayStation. What's the reason of PlayStation if you can actually play most of their games, new games, on PC anyway, right? Same narrative. So that's why I don't like these narratives at all. And yeah, it is what it is. So guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.